This video is not financial advice. This is a story. The story of how a group of mountain gorillas in Uganda taught me how to trade money for happiness, and in the process, discover the meaning of life. So let's get started.
As a kid, I always dreamed of being rich because I thought success and happiness came with money. And I truly believed that it would happen. Because like most kids, I grew up hearing the so-called script for success. Study hard, go to a good college, get a high-paying job, then everything will fall into place. So I followed the script. I graduated with good grades, landed a well-paying job, moved to one of the richest countries in the world, paid off all my debt, bought an apartment and built six-figure investments. So by most standards, I could be considered rich and successful. But there was a problem. I wasn't truly happy. I would mindlessly scroll through social media where everyone seemed to be living the best life. Meanwhile, I just felt stuck. At night, I'd lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, feeling totally restless. Why don't I feel happy? I'd followed the script. I'd done everything right. So why did it feel like something was missing? Maybe I needed a bigger house or a faster car. Then it struck me. I knew exactly what I needed. The iPhone 14 had just been released, and Tim Cook has promised that, like every new iPhone, this one is 95% better than the last one. So maybe, just maybe, if I got it, my life would be 95% better too. So as I took my old iPhone to buy the new one, my phone vibrated. It was a message from a good friend of mine. It was an itinerary, a plan to travel to Uganda and see mountain gorillas in their natural habitat. My first reaction, no way, too expensive, too risky. The whole trip would cost $2,000, more than the price of the new iPhone 14 Pro Max. Honestly, I was already thinking of reasons to say no. But then I looked at the itinerary again. It wasn't just a trip, it was an adventure. Trekking through thick jungles, boating through rivers filled with hippos and crocodiles, and finally coming face to face with mountain gorillas.
It sounded scary, but that fear made me feel something.
Something I hadn't felt in a long time. A craving for adventure, for real, raw experiences that couldn't be bought in a store. Without thinking further, I replied back, I'm in. Then I started reading more about Uganda and the gorilla trek. Gorillas are huge, powerful animals and can be extremely dangerous in the wild, but they have the upper hand. A single silverback gorilla is said to be stronger than 20 men. Then there was the jungle itself. The Ugandan rainforests are unpredictable and filled with all sorts of wild animals, venomous snakes, and insects that spread diseases. And on top of that, Uganda had only recently recovered from a serious Ebola outbreak. There were 100 reasons not to go, but I had already made up my mind. I wanted something different from my life, and this felt like my chance to find it. I just finished my packing and I will do one final check. Clothes? Check. Hiking shoes? Check. Visa? Check. Yellow fever vaccine? Check. Binoculars? Check. Camera? Check. Electronics? Check. Toiletries? Check. All good. Ready to go.
I just landed in Uganda. There was a long wait at the immigration, but now that's done. I'm just waiting for my baggage and then we will head out. I just got out of the airport and I'm waiting for the safari guide. He'll be here any minute. So from here we are driving to Lake Mburo National Park. It's a 4-hour drive from here. Hopefully if we get there on time, then we can do an evening safari. Sure. Srijit.
Welcome to Uganda.
We just arrived at the hotel and checked in.
And the total drive took around 6 hours, including lunch.
That's 2 hours more than expected. The countryside is so lively. Everywhere I look, something is happening. We are near to Lake Mburo, the smallest of Uganda's national parks, but still home to an incredibly variety of wildlife.
But all that traffic and getting here 2 hours late means there is no time today to do the evening game drive.
It's only been one day and I already feel so good about my decision to come here. Honestly, I can't believe I delayed experiencing something like this. I guess at some point we just forgot how to live. You know how it was when we were kids, right? Every day was a new adventure. But as we grow up, we take on more responsibilities and there is no time left. Sure, some people prefer a less adventurous life and find comfort in their responsibilities. And that's okay. But I don't think that's true for everyone. That's why it's so important to steer our life in the direction that feels right for us, not the one others expect from us.
But anyhow, I'm tired and badly need some sleep. Tomorrow is a big day. I'm going to do something that I've never done before, a walking safari, an opportunity to see the animals real close. So see you then. Good night.
Just woke up to this. Sunrise across the savannah. But I don't have much time to soak in this view.
We have to check out and go for an early morning walk with an armed ranger in the Lake Mburo National Park, hoping to spot some giraffes, zebras, poppies and other wildlife along the way. So it's time to get ready, grab some breakfast and go out for the walk.
So you're most welcome to Lake Mburo National Park. Thank you very much. This again.
So we just reached our hotel in Queen Elizabeth National Park. This will be the hideout for the next 2 days. And we are staying right inside the national park. That one over there is our apartment. While coming, we saw an elephant. The name is John. And he just wanders around here. Evening, we are planning to go for a game drive. But it started to rain. Just hope that it won't affect our plans.
just got back from the safari, and man, that was amazing. Today, I came face to face with some of Africa's most iconic animals. Elephants, hippos. I've seen these animals on TV, but seeing them here in their natural habitat is a totally different experience. And out here, surrounded by the rhythm of the wild, I feel an incredible sense of peace. It's hard to explain this in any other way than to say that I feel this is where I innately belong. There is a certain freedom in nature. It's a powerful reminder of how vast and beautiful the world truly is. I know I have to return to the chaos of the city, where I live in a concrete box and spend up to 10 hours a day tapping away on an electronic device. But at this moment, I really don't want to focus on the past or the future. I just want to work towards being as present as possible and to make the most of the time while I am here. But for now, it's time to get some sleep. See you in the morning. This morning, we visited a local orphanage run by the chef at the hotel that we were staying. Uganda, unfortunately, has one of the highest number of hippo attacks in the world. And many of these kids have lost their parents to such attacks or to other deadly diseases.
The kids are smart. They are totally smart.
Okay.
In school uniform,
Okay.
I've created for them a good environment.
Okay. And this amazing man started the orphanage to give these children a better life. He is also running a small school nearby and is planning to expand it even more. I didn't ask him how much he earns, but seeing how much he is doing for these kids, I'm sure he doesn't keep much for himself. We bought some biscuits and chocolates for the children and donated the dollars we had with us to the orphanage. If you have ever wanted to do something meaningful, this is your chance. You don't have to give a huge amount. Just whatever you can. Every little bit counts. I've shared all the details about the orphanage, the school, and the bank account on this page.
Now we are back in the hotel for lunch, and late in the afternoon we'll be going on a boat drive in Lake Edward, which is home to a lot of hippos and crocodiles. So it should be an exciting experience, but also a bit scary.
Just came back from the boat safari, and wow, what a wonderful experience. This trip is already worth many times the money I spent. I can't even believe I was worried about spending this much at one point. It's a powerful reminder that money isn't the most important thing in life. Sure, it's important, and I do talk about money a lot on my channel. But it's just that we should give money only the importance it deserves. No more, no less. But for some people though, it's easy to fall into the trap of working endlessly for money. And the thrill of making money often overshadows the thrill of actually living. Now, I want to be clear. Not all financial fears are the same. For people who are at the bottom of the economic ladder, who are struggling to make ends meet, I understand. But for others, the fear is irrational. These are the people who already have plenty of resources, but are saving too much for their own good. If you fall into that category, then it's time to take a step back and rethink what you're actually doing. The problem is, people are often more afraid of running out of money than of wasting their lives. And that mindset needs to change. Your biggest fear shouldn't be, will I have X amounts of dollar when I retire? Instead, it should be, am I making most of my time now? At the end of the day, money is just a means to an end. A way to buy meaningful experiences that truly enrich our life.
Now it's time to get some sleep, because tomorrow morning I have to get up early and then head to the nearby national park to see our ancestors, the chimpanzees. Today is another early morning, but I'm excited to wake up here. It's not like back home when I have to get up for work. And there is an elephant right behind me, standing there. Today we are going to Kasese National Park to see some chimpanzees. Uganda has one of the largest population of chimpanzees in the world. But since they are spread across a vast forest, there is no guarantee that we will see them. Still, I am excited and hopeful for what the day will bring. Let's see.
Shri.
Yes. We just finished the chimpanzee trek and we were so lucky to spot so many of them, including small babies. These are the exact moments that you can't put a price on. Now we are heading to Burundi National Park. Tomorrow we will do the gorilla trek. So that would be probably more exciting than this. We just checked in into our stay near Bivindi National Park, where we are going to see the gorillas tomorrow. And this place is so beautiful. It's so full of greenery and the people here are so nice. Place which we are staying right now is called Right for a Woman, and this is run by an NGO with the focus of empowering women. So there is a shop nearby where they sell local products, and they also provide education and teach them other skills here. There is a small stream running nearby, and the sound of the water, the birds, the atmosphere, everything feels so incredible. It has been raining heavily on the way here, and the place is completely wet. So let me see if I can find a place to sit. I have to admit one thing. I've been guilty of chasing material things, like the new iPhone which I've been planning to buy recently. So when Apple released the date of the new iPhone event, I was excited. I've spent so much time just researching about the new iPhone. Why? I don't know. It's just a phone. It's not going to change my life in any way at all. And deep down, I know the instant it arrives, I won't care about it anymore. The thing is, I'm not addicted to the iPhone. I'm addicted to the idea of this material thing bringing me some kind of happiness and joy. And this is completely delusional. And our real crisis is no longer material. It's spiritual. It's existential. We have so much stuffs in our life and we don't know what to care about anymore. I used to think that buying those things like a phone, a car, will bring me happiness and fill some kind of void in my life. But now, those things feel so insignificant compared to the richness of these experiences. The moments like today are those which you can't put a price on. Out there, in the presence of those animals, one thing became so clear. The things that truly bring me joy and happiness aren't things at all.
There are moments like these, experiences that remind us of our connection to the world and to ourselves.
And this trip has taught me so many valuable life lessons. And the good thing is, it isn't over yet. And tomorrow is the big day, the day which I was waiting for. Trekking in the Bivindi National Park and see the mountain gorillas in the natural habitat. I heard that the trek is not easy and the gorillas themselves are unpredictable. I hope it will be okay, and I'm looking forward for a wonderful experience tomorrow. So see you from there. So today is the final day of the trip, the day which I have been looking forward the most, seeing mountain gorillas in the Bivindi National Forest. This rainforest, one of the oldest, has existed for over 25,000 years. It's home to several gorilla families, and each trekking group is assigned to one family. So once we reach the starting point, we will be assigned one gorilla family and we enter the forest in search of them. And tracking the gorillas isn't easy because they move constantly through the vast jungle. So the trek could take anywhere from 5 minutes to an entire day. There are also forest elephants here. So a ranger with a gun will also be coming with us. Now we are waiting for the formalities to finish and then we will enter the forest.
welcome you to Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. Here in the forest, we have got the forest elephants and those other families of mountain gorillas which are not familiar to human beings. Sometimes in an encounter with them, they tend to be so aggressive.
I'm on my way back from Uganda, and what an experience it has been.
If you remember, I started this journey filled with self-doubt, questioning if it was worth spending so much money on something like this. But as I sit here now, reflecting on these past days, it was one of the best decisions I have ever made. The stress and worries that used to consume me have been replaced with gratitude and wonder. Waking up with the sun, exploring new terrains, connecting with people from different walks of life, and witnessing our ancestors in their natural habitat brought me a sense of fulfillment I didn't even realize I was missing. I've learned that happiness doesn't come from the things we own or the accomplishments we have. When I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I was over the moon. But that happiness faded in just 2 days. Now whether it's 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, it doesn't bring the same level of joy. And the same goes for salaries or other milestones. The idea that reaching a certain goal will give us lasting happiness is a trick our brain plays on us. It's a built-in evolutionary drive and none of us are immune to making this mistake. But unlike objects or accomplishments, experiences never fade. And traveling, to me, is one of the best ways to collect those memorable experiences. It's the ultimate gauge of a person's ability to extract enjoyment from money. There is a lot to see and experience. There is only one life. And travel is also a powerful tool for personal growth. It teaches you to think critically about your beliefs and assumptions, and it helps you question whether the way you have been living is truly the best or even the only way. Just think back to one of your favorite trips. It may have lasted only a few days or a week, but how many times have you thought about it since? How often have you shared stories and photos with friends or given advice to others considering a similar journey? When you have an experience, you not only enjoy it in the moment, but also create memories that you can relive later. These memories become stories, lessons, and reflections that stay with you forever. In many ways, the joy of revisiting those moments can bring as much, if not more, happiness than the experience itself. That's the true value of having experiences. They keep giving long after they are over. Everything you do in life, all the daily, weekly, monthly, annual, and once in a lifetime experiences you have, adds up to who you are. So go out there, embrace the unknown, create memories that will last a lifetime. The business of life is the acquisition of memories, because at the end of the day, life isn't measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the number of moments that take our breath away.